It's great to be back. Thanks, Mark, for sharing that insight on how to keep our kids healthy. So important to most of us as we try to get through this life and keeping ourselves healthy. How do we keep the little ones we're responsible for healthy too? I just had my youngest celebrate his 21st birthday yesterday. And so that was such a relief for Pamela and I to feel as though, yes, we have them all now as functioning, healthy adults. That was so important to us. Earlier today, I gave a presentation on detoxing our body and how important detoxification is. And detoxification has lots of systems in our body that work together in order to accomplish this detoxification. But detoxing primarily is involved with our digestive system. And our digestive system can be divided into the organs of our digestive system, but also the digestive tract. And I'm going to now talk about how we keep that digestive tract healthy to form a barrier to these toxins so they can't even enter our body. The standard American diet, as we all know, mainly consists of easy to handle and prepared foods that are convenient, mostly processed foods and fast foods because of our busy lifestyle that we have. So we eat regardless of our genes. And then we have a fast-paced, stressful life. And that fast-paced, stressful life can even damage our genes through chronic inflammation that suppresses how our genes function and how they repair themselves. We don't even sleep according to our genes. And we don't exercise according to our genes. Lifestyle medicine, is our nutrition, our physical activity, and our restoration, and how it impacts our gene function and our ability to maintain life and vitality through the years that we're here. And it's through our poor sleep, through our poor nutrition habits, through the medications that we take for our chronic illnesses, and for our busy lifestyles that really creates this stress around us. And all of these influence our health, and especially our immune system, especially during these trying times. Our immune system is very complex. It's a complex system of chemicals that fight off all of the invaders, and it functions and is balanced by our daily habits, our daily stressors, and the environment that we live in. Balancing our immune system through a healthy digestive system is a big step towards our optimal health. As I said, our digestive tract functions as a functional barrier. We need to keep these cells that line our digestive tract very healthy. And this healthy barrier then will allow the proper balance of important nutrient absorption and keeping the unhealthy nutrients out and getting them eliminated through our system. And this affects every other system in our body. It affects our energy levels, our mood, our weight, our skin and joints, our mental acuity, and even our respiratory function. The intestinal tract is also known to be a major source of immune function. The white blood cells, the lymphocytes, and mast cells are present in such high concentrations in the gut, fighting off foreign invaders that threatens our health. And the intestines are also coated with billions of microorganisms, billions of cells that create a filter to allow necessary nutrients and water to be absorbed and unhealthy bacteria and toxins and chemicals to be eliminated. These bacteria can change with stress. And these bacteria use environmental cues such as our pH, our temperature, the concentration of food that's in our bodies, and their response may be blunted, allowing bad bacteria or toxins to invade us and damage our health. As mentioned before, we can cause poor digestive health through the prescription medicines that we take, through poor dietary choices, by an abundance of non-beneficial bacteria, by not drinking enough water and being dehydrated, and even having low stomach acid. And then the symptoms, we've seen these, people we know, or even in ourselves, like nausea and constipation, lethargy. Sometimes we don't really have a lot of energy to do the things that we normally do. And it's because of the poor nutritional choices that we make. We might have change in bowel habits or increased gas with bloating, belching, and even flatulence. So how do we support this digestive health? Well, how do we do this? It's simple. Eating prebiotic foods, those foods that are very high in fiber, so important. Eating a diet that's rich both in soluble and insoluble fiber to get that balance of fiber so that the digestive tract continues to move in a very comfortable and predictable way. Fermented foods, which contain a lot of probiotics. Exercising, because as we move our body, as we get physically active, we move the organs inside and stimulate their function and create a healthier digestive tract. Drinking plenty of fluids again to stay hydrated, to keep the bus moving, to keep the digestive tract going in the right direction that we want. And really to get rid of all of those high refined foods, those processed foods, just loaded with sugars and simple carbohydrates that just bind us all up. Most Americans don't consume the recommended daily fiber intake. Women should be consuming about 25 grams of fiber per day. Men around 30 to 35 grams of fiber per day. But most of us get less than half of that, somewhere in 12 to 15 grams. Many of us should just track our fiber consumption for 2 or 3 days and just see how close we are, because you'll find that you're not getting the fiber that you need. Women, 25 grams, men, 30 to 35 grams. And just to define some of the terms, a prebiotic is that indigestible fiber, that fiber that feeds the good bacteria in our colon. A probiotic are the bacteria, those helpful bacteria that have been shown to have great benefits to our overall health as they help us digest food and even create some vitamins and cofactors that help us with our overall health. And then functional fiber, or sometimes called functional carbohydrates, which are important in how we feed and how we nourish our digestive tract and nourish those bacteria that take good care of us. Fiber. Fiber comes from plants. There is no fiber in any animal products, including dairy. And when fiber is fermented by the bacteria in the colon, it generates more of these short chain amino acids, these SCFAs. And these short chain amino acids, or not amino, but fatty acids, are a form of energy to our cells that line the digestive tract. So important for those cells to stay healthy and functioning, and they love having these short chain fatty acids around for them to utilize for fuel, for them to burn, to function. Fiber plays a key role in the 2015 to 2020 dietary guidelines. And we heard Dr. Nancy share with us the new guidelines that haven't been publicly published yet. However, back in 2015, 5 years ago, when they were published, it said that fiber plays a key role in preventing the chronic illnesses or chronic diseases that are killing more than 75% of all Americans. Coronary heart disease, colorectal and other cancers, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. Terrible that all we have to do is eat and consume more fiber. Fiber, 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 critical to good health. It is important component of any dietary plan. It helps to cleanse the colon and promote good colonic health. It helps maintain that balance of your bowels so that you don't get all backed up, but you're not going too often. It helps maintain healthy levels of the microflora, those bacteria that treat us very well and provide us with lots of nutrients and digestion. It supports healthy nutrient absorption and helps to support good bowel regularity and fecal volume. It provides fuel, as I said, through those short-chain fatty acids to the lining of the intestine. And we have a product called NutriClean Advanced Fiber Powder. And NutriClean Advanced Fiber Powder can provide a supplemental fiber to those that might not be getting their 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables every day to ensure they're getting their 25 to 35 grams of fiber per day. And NutriClean Advanced Fiber has 2 types of fiber in it. It has inulin from chicory root, where most supplements that have soluble fiber in them get their fiber source. It's a common source, chicory root, to get the fiber. And it's a soluble fiber, as I said. So what does that soluble fiber do? It creates a gel-like paste within the digestive tract, and it helps to slow the absorption of some nutrients, which really helps maintain normal cholesterol levels and even normal blood sugar levels, because the absorption ends up being a little slower. But in addition to that, inulin is also a great food source for that healthy bacteria that we have in our gut. So it has a lot of great function. In addition to the inulin, the fiber powder also has a branded form of fiber called Fibersol 2. And Fibersol 2 is a great product. It is 90% dietary fiber, but it is this digestion resistant form of fiber that is made from corn fiber, but it acts to really bulk up the stool so that the stool moves better, but it also resists a breakdown by our stomach, which is heavy in acid, and all the digestive enzymes in our small intestine. So the branded form of fiber as Fibersol 2 is a great addition to the product to ensure that our fiber gets through the stomach and into the digestive tract, where it's going to give us the most benefit. NutriClean Advanced Fiber also has glutamine, L-glutamine in it, and it gives it to us in a 1 gram dose, a big dose of glutamine. And glutamine is a great amino acid because it's probably the most abundant amino acid in the whole body, but it is a precursor to that great antioxidant glutathione. So that's important too, because we're not going to eat enough glutamine in our diet. Adding a little extra glutamine will ensure we're getting enough of the antioxidant glutathione within our cells, again, in our digestive tract, aligning our digestive tract to keep those cells healthy from oxidative stress. And lastly, the NutriClean Advanced Fiber Powder has probiotics in them. 1.5 billion colony-forming units of 4 very big or very important bacteria that will help our digestive tract. These key strains of bacteria, I like to call them like the Tom Brady's of probiotics. Tom Brady, not just that he's really good, or not just that these bacteria are really good, but they make everybody around them perform even better. So not only are they great bacteria for our gut, they make our 500 or more strains of bacteria in our gut perform better. NutriClean Advanced Fiber Powder, easy to take. You can take it every single day, 1 or 2 scoops, to ensure you're getting the you're getting the fiber that you need. But in addition to that, make sure that when you're taking a product like this, that you drink a lot of water so that you keep that whole digestive tract hydrated. Get a diet that's still rich in plenty of fruits and vegetables because of all the other good baggage that comes along with fruits and vegetables, not just the fiber. Get rid of the processed foods. They don't have a lot of fiber in them, and eliminate any foods that cause an upset stomach. If you're sensitive to some foods, just take them out. There's so much food out there that we can all enjoy, and our bodies are so adaptable to different food groups that we're able to absorb nutrients for us to sustain a good, healthy life. And exercise, move your mass. Moving your mass is also going to get that digestive system to work so much better. NutriClean gives you 9 grams of fiber per serving. It says 5 grams of inulin and 5 grams of Fibersol 2. I believe it's probably 4.5 of each, but they round up. on the label, but it has everything in it to help maintain healthy levels of cholesterol, triglycerides, our glucose levels, intestinal regularity, and a healthy intestinal microflora, that they are food for the good bacteria that we want. It gives you 1 gram or 1,000 milligrams of glutamine, again, helping to promote more glutathione production. And then the probiotics, the 1.5 billion colony forming units of probiotics to give us that boost and those players that are going to make all our other bacteria play so much better. Who is it really good for? Who do we target it to? Those that want to help maintain their weight and keep their overall well-being the best. It's for those people that consume high levels of sugar. And if maybe those that consume a lot of processed foods that don't have a lot of fiber in them. Maybe if you're not eating enough of your plants, maybe this would be a great supplement to add to your daily regimen. But our body is a very complex system, made up of so many different types of cells and organ systems that all need to cooperate together. And it's our habits that go and play a big role on how the cellular activity and how our organs function and how our bodies function as a whole. So it's important to keep those habits the best. This couldn't be more true than to your digestive system, where it's been said that the path to optimal health is through a healthy gut or a healthy digestive tract. And we know that the probiotics are beneficial to our digestive health. And by adding these probiotics to your dietary plan has benefits for all ages, not just us. We just heard from Dr. Mark that even children benefit from probiotics on to support their healthy gut. But for adults also, for supporting the cardiovascular system, for mental health and immune well-being, and how important it is for us to have a strong immune system. Supplementing with the most important probiotics, the lactobacilli and the bifidobacteria, are so important for our epithelium of our intestine system to stay healthy and keep that healthy immune response. A healthy gut means even healthy weight. A gut microbiota influences how that we increase our energy, how we get our nutrients to uptake, and how ultimately our weight and our metabolism is regulated. So it's really not just with adults, but with all age groups, how important that healthy gut is for us to get the nutrients that we need and maintain a healthy weight. Obesity, as you know, affects about 45% of all Americans. And this may be even linked to our gut microbiota, by us not getting enough good bacteria in our nutrition plan. And when that happens, it can lead to obesity. So getting that microbiota healthy is one of our most important things we can do to keep our overall health important. And it's not just the fat absorption and excretion. It really is supporting a healthy immune response that decreases the inflammation. The brain and gut communications can be altered by the food that we intake through the hormones, as we learned earlier, of leptin and ghrelin that are produced in the digestive tract. And our gut microbiota affects the nutrient acquisition and energy regulation through slow moving absorption and increased excretion. So all of these filters, all of these responses that we influence by our habits, our nutrition habits, play a big role on how well our immune system and how well our health will function. And it's a balance. We have friendly bacteria and we have unfriendly bacteria within our digestive tract. The ultimate balance is likely 90% good bacteria and only 10% bad bacteria or unfriendly bacteria. The imbalance then can lead to physiologic challenges, accelerated aging, even susceptibility to infection or physical discomfort like bloating and weight gain and fatigue and constipation. All of these things only because our digestive tract is not balanced with the proper bacteria. So let's review these two dominant species of bacteria, the lactobacillus and the bifidobacterium. the lactobacillus, they're not indigenous to our human gut, which means that we have to continue to consume them. We have to continue to place them in our small intestine through our nutrition habits or through supplementation in order for us to gain the most benefit. They are so important to us by producing certain vitamins like vitamin K and vitamin B. And they've shown that vegetarians or people that eat a lot of plants get a lot of these bacteria in them and have high colonization rates, whereas those that consume highly processed foods don't really have many of them at all. You really need to get more of these lactobacillus in your nutrition plan because they're not indigenous to us. They're not normal for us to have them. And the bifido just simply means forked. You can see in the photo, they have like forked ends on the end of them, are also very important. Lactic acid producing probiotics or bacteria, they constitute 95% of the gut bacteria of a healthy population of breastfed babies. You can see how important it is for children and for adults. They mainly play a role in producing these beneficial short-chain fatty acids, such as butyrate, which feed those intestinal cells. So these bacteria are so important in that producing short-chain fatty acids to keep our cells healthy and functioning well along that digestive tract. They synthesize vitamins and they ferment indigestible carbohydrates, the so-called functional carbohydrates that I mentioned before. And how can we get more of these bacteria in our gut? Our product, Probiotics 10, which is a combination of 10 billion colony-forming units, a nice dose of probiotics, 10 billion colony-forming units of 10 active bacteria that, again, help the other bacteria in our gut even perform better. You say, Dr. Dan, how does 10 different types of bacteria influence 500 types of bacteria in our gut? Because they are the players that can do that. They make everybody else play so well. And it's packaged in an acid-resistant, sustained release tablet that will be minimally digested in our gut before it gets to where it wants to go and won't break down on the shelf, so no refrigeration is necessary. And how do we do that? It's really through our two technologies. Our live back micro encapsulation technology, which ensures the shelf life of this product, so you get your 10 billion colony forming units, and then the BioTrack technology, which helps this sustained release like process so that the bacteria that need to go to your small intestine stay in the small intestine. The ones that need to go to the large intestine further down the line get to the large intestine without being broken up or digested by the stomach acids and all of the aggressive enzymes that we have in our digestive tract. So why Probiotics 10? Again, tens of trillions of bacteria exist within the gastrointestinal tract. It's nice to have at least 10 of the best players to help those tens of millions perform better. It has the live back technology, so you can ensure that you're getting the 10 billion colony forming units, the BioTrack technology to make sure that those bacteria survive the harsh environment of the stomach and small intestine and get to where they need to go. The gluten-free and the vegetarian, if anybody needs or has any issues with that, this product is free of all of that. The healthy gut, as I said earlier, is the pathway to an overall healthy body, but especially the immune system, because the immune system is there to help protect us, because it's such an area of toxins and an area of access to our body that we need to make sure that it's as healthy as can be. And the 4 hallmarks of digestive health are effective digestion and absorption of food, the absence of any kind of gastrointestinal illnesses, the healthy gut microbiome, because they participate in our digestive process, and then the effective immune function. Our immune system needs to function the best because we know, especially in these trying times, how important it is for our immune system to help protect us and keep us well. What will really enable our digestive system to be the best? Well, plant enzymes. And we know that eating a plant predominant diet or even getting these plant enzymes through supplementation is so important so that our body can properly digest our food and absorb our nutrients. What makes these enzymes so important is that they are active throughout the digestive tract. It's not just active in the small intestine, but they can even start breaking down foods in our stomach, in the acidic environment of our stomach, and also through our digestive tract of the small intestine into the large intestine. So it's very, very important that we get as many plant enzymes in our diet. One of the problems is that we cook a lot of our plants before we eat them. And when we cook them, we denature these enzymes. We deactivate these enzymes. And so the best way that we can get them is through eating lots of vegetables, mainly raw vegetables or raw food, and to get plant-based enzymes. But we can also get them through some plant-based enzyme supplements like aloe vera juice. Aloe is like the plant of immortality. It's rich in essential amino acids and vitamins and minerals, sterols, and which really help lower our cholesterol, saponins, which really enable us to have these detergent-like substances that have antibacterial properties and help lower our cholesterol and blood sugars. And these minerals that are in the aloe have lots of antioxidant activity. Very powerful antioxidant activity. But you have to know your aloe, because aloe contains a substance called aloin, and aloin is a very powerful laxative. So you must eliminate this aloin from the juice so that the aloe can be an ingredient to a health drink. And many do and many don't. But through the process of our active aloe, the processing will enable that aloin to be removed, but the good part of the aloe product to remain in place. In addition, the active aloe that's in our aloe juice is one that has the beta glucans of the appropriate size. It's so important that not all beta glucans are created equal, that some of them will not react the way we want them to, and they have to be of a specific size and weight for them to be the ones we want. So the active aloe, branded product active aloe, has 4 times the amount of the specific size and weight that have the highest activity in them. And that's what separates our ultimate aloe product from many aloe products that are out there. It's enhanced immune function. It creates a good gut barrier. It has an energy source, creates an energy source for the good bacteria, and it lowers the inflammatory environment in our digestive tract. It's also good to know that the aloe has the seal or the certificate from the International Aloe Science Council, ensuring that it has what we say is in it and that its products are the best that are out there. What about digestive enzymes? Do we really need to supplement with digestive enzymes? Don't our bodies make enough digestive enzymes? Maybe. And some of the bacteria even helps us with that digestion. However, oftentimes in our fast-paced, stressful lifestyle, as we talked about, doesn't always allow us to eat properly. And we miss out on the foods that provide us with these enzymes that aid in the digestion. And this is where supplemental digestive enzymes play a key role. And even as we age, we have diminished digestive enzymes that are being produced in our bodies. Digestive enzymes can ensure that the food is properly broken down and then absorbed so that we can get the energy, that we can have enhanced cellular health and enhanced organ health throughout our bodies. So digestive enzymes can be an important part of adding to our digestive health. And we have them. Isotonics, digestive enzymes with probiotics. I like them in these little packs because they're great for travel. You can bring them almost anywhere, but they also come in an isotonic form, which makes them easily absorbed and easily utilized in our bodies. Very gentle on our bellies. they have the enzymes, again, a branded form of enzyme called Digestive. And Digestive is this combination of enzymes, this complex of enzymes that help us break down our carbohydrates and our cellulosic factors and fats and proteins and fiber through amylase, lactase, cellulase, lipase, protease, a lot of ACE means enzymes. But they put them in a digestive resistant form. So again, we can get them through our harsh stomach into our small intestine and not get them broken down before they're able to do their job. So the Digestive complex of enzymes within our isotonic digestive enzyme product ensures that our digestive enzymes get to where they're going to work. There's also the prebiotics. And again, they're a branded form of prebiotics that are digestive resistant. The Lactospore probiotic, the Lactospore bacteria are produced or manufactured so they're resistant to that harsh stomach environment and harsh duodenum where all of the digestive enzymes can break them down. So digestive enzymes, they promote the absorption of nutrients as they help us digest our food. They support healthy digestive tract and immune system. They help the ease of an occasional stomach upset for people that might complain of having their stomachs upset. It's also great for travelers. Not only do they come in the packets like I showed you, but as we get through different areas of the world or different parts of the country, there are different dietary patterns. Even my kids, as they go off to school, I notice that they don't really digest too well when they get back to school, eating in the cafeteria or eating in the mess hall, because there's so many different foods and food groups that they're being exposed to. Digestive enzymes for them play a key role in that transition of moving from one place to another. Also, we heard a little bit about bromelain today from Dr. Mark. Bromelain, in our isotonic form of bromelain plus, a great product that's a combination of the bromelain itself along with white willow bark and proteases. And we know it as adults, and many of us use it after, let's say, strenuous exercise because it works synergistically with the body's repair system to help our bodies repair themselves. Some surgeons even use it post-operatively to help patients recover with their reparative process after surgery. But in digestive health, the bromelain also can help us. It helps us in a way where let me say first that many different unhealthy cells will disguise themselves from our immune system by putting a protein coat around themselves. That protein coat then won't enable our immune system to recognize them as being foreign or as being unhealthy, and they'll just leave them alone. But the bromelain, as you can see on the slide, will attach itself and break down that protein layer, enabling that cell to be exposed so that our immune system can even work better. And it even helps break down proteins within our digestive tract so we can even digest foods better. So overall, bromelain and bromelain plus, our isotonic bromelain plus, a great addition to help with our digestive tract. Who can really use it the most? Well, we know that it does help with normal tissue recovery. It supports the body with its own reparative process, but it also supports a healthy immune system and blood circulation by decreasing platelet aggregation. As platelets aggregate together, they can cause more inflammation, increased cardiovascular disease. So this will participate in helping that stay healthy. It supports healthy joint function, as most of us know. But it's the additional benefit from this are for those that need that additional digestive support. People that want to support their immune system better will do better because, again, it'll break down those disguises that many pathogens want to put up to defend themselves against our immune system. And then we heard earlier about DNA Miracles, isotonic digestive enzymes from Dr. Mark, a great product. But even for specialized support for those individuals, adult individuals that have dietary restrictions, or those adults that are eating lots of processed food, or individuals that have lots of stress or emotional complaints in their gut, when stress is really bothering them and they seem as though their gut's being affected a lot, or people with increased environmental exposures. The DNA Miracles isotonic digestive enzymes they're unique because they have additional proteases, additional enzymes that will help split proteins during the digestion, making them into even smaller amino acids and smaller amino acid groups so that we can easily or more easily absorb them in our body and utilize them for our energy. These additional digestive enzymes include papain, bromelain, kiwi extract, proteases, as I said, but it also includes that glutamine, that amino acid again, that helps our body make more or generate more glutathione, a very powerful intracellular antioxidant that is in all our cells that we need more of to keep that oxidative stress low, keep that inflammation low. So these digestive enzymes that are in the DNA Miracles isotonic line can even help adults. Yes, even adults and kids can use this product because of those specialized proteases that it includes that aren't in our isotonics digestive enzymes and probiotics. Diet rules. Our diet has the greatest impact on our mortality than any other health intervention. If we want to make a difference to putting more life in our years and even years to our life, if we focus on our diets and we focus on keeping that healthy digestive tract, we will make the biggest difference than any other health intervention. Whether it's physical activity, whether it's better sleep, no matter what, diet rules. So simple, keeping it very simple, like getting more healthier macronutrients, like healthier proteins and carbohydrates and fats, and staying away from processed food that might have these macronutrients in them, but they're not in a whole food form. And getting more fiber that is only, again, found in plants. So getting more plants into your life, more vegetables and fruits. So many Americans are afraid of fruits because we think that it's all the sugar that comes with the fruits, but don't forget about the fiber. When you eat those fruits in their whole form, that fiber helps bind that sugar, those carbohydrates, decreasing their absorption. You probably eliminate more of the carbohydrates when you're eating whole fruits than you're absorbing those carbohydrates. But that fiber gives you that advantage because of what it does to the whole microbiome. And then improving and getting more restorative sleep is also a great way for you to improve your overall health. So these small little adjustments, these simple interventions, as it says on the slide, can literally be the difference between health and disease. As you can see, through the gut and all your detoxification organs within your digestive tract can help create a very healthy immune system. And healthy immune support comes in so many forms in our diet, in our nutrition, and in our lifestyle and the way we live every single day. Thank you.